want to talk about something real quick, and it's something that I have been talking about, for a long time now, or in more recent times. Right now, I am still going to now buttress the points and say exactly how I feel about this thing. Any man, I am saying this with the whole of my mouth, and I mean it with every bit of myself. Any man, any human man, any boy that hits you, there are only two reasons a man would do that. Only two reasons. Any man that can raise his hands to hit you doesn't love you. Yes. I said any man that raises his hands to ever hit you or does it habitually. So maybe he did it once and he just realized that, okay, he was a beast, and then he apologized and he never did it again. Maybe that's different. But this guy habitually does it. He hits you and apologizes and does it and apologizes and does it. Read my lips. He does not love you. The only reason a guy would hit you if he loves you is because he is suicidal. I'm stressing this thing so that you know that I know what I'm saying. So it's not like I said I'm just trying to make video. No, I am sure about what I am saying. The only two reasons a guy would hit you is: one, he does not love you. Two, if he loves you, then he is suicidal in nature. Means that he is capable of hanging himself, committing a suicide. Let me explain what I mean. The concept of love, right, allows for an individual, a guy, a man, to grow to that point of recognizing another human being as a reflection of himself. The guy that falls in love with you has seen so much of himself in you that he is able to be vulnerable, to accept you, to not be embarrassed in front of you, to be able to let down his ego, to be able to just do things that he never would have thought he would be able to do. But because of your presence in his life, he is able to do these things. That's a process that a man goes through before he eventually falls in love. So I am saying that in the real essence of love, right, a man sees a reflection of himself, his life, the person who he wants to spend the rest of his life with, somebody he loves, somebody he wants to nurture, take care of, somebody who he wants to commit his life to defending, to protecting. That's what he sees in a woman to make him commit himself to loving you. So if a man can raise his hands to hit you, it means that he never loved you in that sense. And that's why he can actually do that. Because love would make you protect your woman with everything that you have, with all of your might, everything possible, whatever it is that you can do, you would protect her from every form of danger, right? So if you find yourself as a man loving your wife or loving a woman or loving your babe and hitting her, it means that you are able to commit suicide. No, this is a sign. If you can find yourself hitting somebody that you claim that you love, as a guy, read my lips, then you are suicidal. That's the truth. It means that one day in future you will find yourself jumping over a cliff or jumping over a bridge into the waters and all of that and kill yourself. That's the explanation for how anybody can be suicidal. For example, you can't throw punches on yourself. You can't punch your teeth, punch your eyes, punch your mouth. You can't do that. So anytime you do that to somebody you claim you love, it means that you can actually do that to yourself and you are suicidal. I mean, God expects us to love our spouses, right? So it means that if you love yourself this much, this is how much you would actually equally love this person. So if you find yourself having to do that, obviously means that you do not love yourself. I believe that what happened in the Garden of Eden, for example, was Adam realizing that God took out of his rib. I feel like he wasn't informed. I mean, God just put him to sleep and he woke up and he had an encounter with the woman and he said, "This is the bone of my bone." It was a realization. He studied her, he looked at her, he had a conversation. He knew that this person makes me feel in a particular way. And that's why he confessed and said, "This is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh." It was a feeling. So women move around and they don't know whose rib they were taken from. It's a confession of a man that makes a woman now realize that, oh, okay, this is a man that I must be with, because they have seen, or they have seen him confess all of those things. The reason a woman would feel safe with a man is because he has convinced her. He has told her how that he's never going to let anything happen to her. He's never, and that's why God made it like that, for women to be moved by what they hear. Because it takes a man to convince you that you were taken from him and you were meant for him. And that's why you would actually listen to that, I want to be with him. Because that's how God programmed you to be. God programmed you to respond to what the man realizes about himself, that he sees in you, and makes him to confess it to you, and you get to say yes to him. That's why that concept is made like that. So if a man realizes that about himself, about you, seeing a reflection of himself in you, and confesses to you that he wants to be with you, and you get to say yes to him, it is impossible for him to hit you, because he knows that you are him. He is you and you are him. We are us. So it's difficult for him to lay his hands on you. And anybody who would do that is suicidal. Let me know what you think. I know that some men will say, hey, you never jam. You know, how old are you? You never jam anything. I know. I've been, whatever it is, you know, something happened about Lil Frosh. You know, there was a story that he beat his girlfriend to stupor, you know, and all of that. And in the comment section, I can't remember what blog it was right now, but somebody said, what if he found her sleeping with somebody else? Or what if he found out that she cheated? Say something else. Because cheating in itself is not enough for you to raise your hands to hit somebody. It's not an excuse. I have been cheated on before, you know, and I didn't raise my hand to hit anybody. You know, so I know that, okay, maybe the only thing you can say is that, oh, okay, you're not married yet now. Maybe when you marry and your wife do that kind of thing. I don't know about that. But the truth is, I still don't believe that that's an excuse to actually hit somebody, right? But hey, let me still know what you think. I mean, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you feel like there are some things that ladies would do and you just feel like, no, this is unacceptable, and you get to hit somebody? I feel like this thing is, it's not a matter of what this person does. It's not just your person. You know, I have been in terrible, angry situations before, and I'm with a lady, and I don't even think about it. It doesn't occur to me to raise my hand. It doesn't. It does not. My hand does not lift. It doesn't. I cannot think about it. You know. So I'm not trying to paint myself as a good person, but I'm just trying to say that it just depends on. It's just how you are wired. So if you find yourself doing that as a guy, you would need to do extra work. So I'm not trying to say that I'm better than you. You may be better than me in other areas, but in that area, I don't know how to lift my hand. I'm sorry. Cooking, what's up? It doesn't come to my mind to raise up my hand. Just let me know anyway what you think in the comment section. And for ladies, you feel like there are excuses for guys actually to, I mean, I know that some of you must have been in relationships where your guy hit you, you know, and he apologized and you made excuses for him. Some of you would even say that it was your fault, you know, you shouldn't have behaved in that way, and that's why he hit you, you know, and all that. So do you feel like there are times where, you know, you give excuses for things like that? Or do you feel like, you know, it's totally wrong for a guy to actually hit a woman? Or, you know, either ways, I don't think it's okay for anybody to hit anybody, you know. And for guys, well, tell me your own personal experience that made you to be that kind of person, even though you don't see yourself as that kind of person. All right, so please, if you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And, you know, I'm sure that we have an amazing time right here. My name is Modeboy. Until I come your way next time, stay blessed.